students, welcome to ALPHORES e-learning program mathematics class. Now we are in multiple and submultiple angles with problems, and these are the extension again. Yesterday we have discussed about a problem like sin power 4 pi by 8 plus sin power 4 3 pi by 8 etc. Total problem in terms of sin. Now today we are going to discuss the same problem which is in terms of cos. So what are our observations by previous session problem, students? This is the angle pi by 8 and we want to reduce the angles 3 pi by 8, 5 pi by 8 and 7 pi by 8 also in terms of pi by 8. To that purpose, what we have done yesterday, 3 pi by 8 can be written as pi by 2 minus pi by 8, okay? And therefore if you take 8 as LCM here, 4 minus 1, that is 3 pi by 8. And next 5 pi by 8 can be written as pi by 2 plus pi by 8, okay? And next value here 7 pi by 8 is pi minus pi by 8. Our aim is here we want to convert each and every angle in terms of here pi by 8. However, it may be cos or sin, but our intention is only for pi by 8. That is the reason even we used here these 90-degree values also. Now what is cos 3 pi by 8? If you take cosine function both the sides to this equation, then cos 3 pi by 8 equal to cos 90 minus pi by 8, and it is nothing but sin. And next value 5 pi by 8. To this value we have taken cosine function both the sides. Then cos 5 pi by 8 equal to cos of 90 plus pi by 8. And cos of 90 plus the value is minus sin because 90 plus is in second quadrant and hence it is minus sin pi by 8. And next value, students, 7 pi by 8. To this one if you take both the sides cos, then cos 7 pi by 8 equal to cos of pi minus pi by 8, and that is again second quadrant, but it is 180, so function remains the same, hence the value is here minus cos pi by 8, okay. Now let us take this problem, students, substitute one by one each of the values. That is first term as it is, we are not going to change it, it is cos to the power of 4 pi by 8 as it is, right. And next value second one, cos power 4 3 pi by 8, that means in place of this now we have sin pi by 8 and power 4 is there, therefore we are writing as it is sin to the power of 4 pi by 8, understand. So this problem we are doing now, right. And next value third term cos to the power of 4 5 pi by 8, and that one is nothing but how much here, students, even power, and therefore minus whole power 4 implies it will become now plus. Therefore this is again how much, sin to the power of 4 pi by 8. And lastly it is 7 pi by 8, cos power 4 7 pi by 8, and now that value you got minus cos pi by 8. Again power being even, that minus will vanish now, and what is the value here, it is cos to the power of 4 pi by 8. As the power is even, therefore minus whole power 4 it became plus. Now students observe, 2 are cosine terms and 2 are sine terms, right. And therefore if you take 2 as common, cos to the power of 4 pi by 8 and plus this value is now sin to the power of 4 pi by 8, okay. Now students observe, even in previous session as we have done the problem, same thing, just instead of cos we have sin, same value we got at this extent, right. And at this stage which formula we have applied, our formula is nothing but cos to the power of 4 theta plus sin to the power of 4 theta is nothing but 1 minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta. When you don't require any change in the angle, same angle here and here also, understand. But here the thing is we don't know about pi by 8 which is 22.5 with cos or sin. Even you know also it is an irrational number, that is the purpose. Let us change this formula, that is nothing but another formula we deduced, that is 1 minus half sin square 2 theta, right students. Now there is a change in angle, here theta, whereas here what is the value, 2 theta. Therefore, 2 into pi by 8 means pi by 4 you will get, which is a known value. Hence, here you have to give preference instead of giving this one to this one. Okay. Now, what is your theta in the problem? It is pi by 8. Okay, students. So, this is your theta pi by 8, and therefore, now I am applying the formula here, that is 2 into, it is 1 minus half sine square to pi by how much, students, here 8, right, and this is our value. So, instead of theta, what we have substituted, students, pi by 8. Then this is here 2 4 times, and thereby you got sine square pi by 4. Okay. Then it is 2 into 1 minus 1 by 2 into, it is again 1 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 whole square is 1 by 2. It is 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. So, 2 into 3 by 4, what is the value? It is nothing but 3 divided by 2. So, finally, whatever the answer you got to yesterday's problem, here also same answer. That means here, whether the problem is in terms of cos or in terms of sine, in this model the answer is same, that is nothing but how much? 3 by 2. Okay, students. Now, let us observe here the second problem. What is the second problem here? The same previous model, angles are same, but problem formation is different. How they have asked the problem? 1 plus cos pi by 8 and into 1 plus cos 3 pi by 8, etc. So, students, whenever you come across these kind of 4 angles in any problem, observe your first step has to be like this. That means reduce all angles in terms of one and only one, that is nothing but here pi by 8. Now, we are going to write that, that is 1 plus cos pi by 8, and after that what is the value you got here? It is 1 cos 3 pi by 8, students, we got sine pi by 8. Okay. So, instead of cos 3 pi by 8, now we are substituting sine pi by 8. So, plus this is nothing but sine pi by 8. Okay. And next value, what is the other value? 1 plus cos 5 pi by 8. Now, what is that 5 pi by 8 value you got here? It is nothing but sine minus sine pi by 8. So, this is 1 minus sine pi by 8. Okay. And what is the last value actually? It is 1 plus cos 7 pi by 8. And what is cos 7 pi by 8? The cos 7 pi by 8 is this value. Okay, students, that is minus cos pi by 8. And therefore, now we are substituting that value also here, that is 1 minus cos pi by 8. Understand, students? So, finally, what is our problem actually? 1 plus cos pi by 8 and into 1 plus cos 3 pi by 8 and into 1 plus cos 5 pi by 8, and later 1 plus cos, how much it is? 7 pi by 8. So, we got this kind of value after substituting all other values. Okay. Now, so once you got this value, observe once the nature of the terms. So, what about here first term and last term? First term and last term, students, if you observe, it is of the form a minus b into a plus b. So, what is the value? A square minus b square. Therefore, you can write 1 minus cos square pi by 8. Okay. And next one, this is also of what form here? 1 plus sin pi by 8 into 1 minus sin pi by 8, and therefore again 1 minus sin square pi by 8. Got it, students? The only thing is here, the problem is very easy. Only observation is the 4 angles we have to reduce in one and only one. After that the problem is very simple. Now, what is this value? Just it is sin square pi by 8, identity formula, and this one is cos square pi by 8. Understand? That means it is nothing but sin pi by 8 and into cos pi by 8 whole square. Okay. Now, what is sin A cos A formula? Sin A cos A is nothing but half sin 2A. So, now let us make use of that formula. So, our formula is sin A cos A equal to half sin 2a. Now I am going to make use of this formula. Why we have to make use of this formula, students? The reason is here pi by 8 is unknown value, and therefore we want to make it in terms of a known value. The known value clearly you can get by using this one. So now it is nothing but half sine 2a, that is 2 pi by 8, okay, whole square. And now here 2 cancel 4 times, then this is 1 by 2 sine pi by 4, that is root 2 whole square. So what is the answer now? It is 1 by 8. Understand, students? So what we did here, just we have changed these values, however we have done for the previous problem. In the same way, thereby you got 1 minus cos square theta into 1 minus sin square theta, which is sin square theta cos square theta, but pi by 8 values are too big for substitution. That's why we have gone for another formula, that is sin a cos a is half sine 2a. Then we substituted that formula. 2 into pi by 8 means pi by 4. Now you know about sin pi by 4 value, that is nothing but how much here? 1 by root 2. So 1 by 2 root 2 whole square means it's nothing but 1 by 8. Now students, you may get one doubt. Same problem can I do if I replace everywhere cos by sin? Because the previous problem we have done both in terms of cos as well as in sin, and thereby you got same answer as 3 by 2. Now same context can be applied for this problem or not. Let us check. Suppose if I write here, instead of all these cos values, our intention is we want to check whether it is suitable for even if I write sin values or not. That is 1 plus sin pi by 8 and into 1 plus sin 3 pi by 8, and next value 1 plus sin 5 pi by 8 and into 1 plus sin how much? 7 pi by 8. Let us observe whether it is suitable to this or not. Okay. Now students, what is the value here? First value we don't want to change. Now second value we want to change, and what is 3 pi by 8? You got actually pi by 2 minus pi by 8, okay, and thereby this is actually 1 plus sin pi by 8 actually. What about this value here, students? It is 1 plus cos pi by 8, no doubt up to here, okay. Now what about here? 5 pi by 8 means actually you have pi by 2 plus pi by 8, okay. Now pi by 2 plus pi by 8, you are going to take which function here? Sin. Whereas for previous problem you have taken cos, but now it is sin. Now if I take sin function, sin 90 plus, what is sin 90 plus? In second quadrant sin answers are positive, therefore it is cos pi by 8, no negative symbol. Therefore how much you will get? 1 plus cos pi by 8. Understand? Next value 7 pi by 8, students. Now for 7 pi by 8 actually what is the value here? It is again 1 plus sin pi by 8. Understand? Now observe, you cannot get exactly the previous problem solution because plus symbol here also plus and here also plus, whereas for previous problem you got here minus and that value also minus, so easily you got a square minus b square kind of formula, whereas now you cannot get, you will get some other answer. That's why here whatever for the problem, that is sin power 4 pi by 8 plus sin to the power of 4 here 3 pi by 8 etc. To this problem, however you got the answer, you got the same even for cos also, whereas this problem you will get only in terms of cosine but not in terms of sine. Therefore this problem answer is 1 by 8, whereas this problem is not 1 by 8. Okay. Now students, observe this problem. If tan 3a divided by tan a equal to k, then first problem is sin 3a divided by sin a, and the second problem is cos 3a by cos a. So comprehensive passage type questions will be given in our advanced level exam, and they will give some data. Basing on that data they will give here 2 questions, understand. And now here this is the data given in the problem, tan 3a divided by tan a equal to given as k. Now the first question they asked in terms of sign, then observe students our options. Options are 3k by k minus 1. What is your k value? Actually it is tan 3a divided by tan a. So if you write 3 into tan 3a by tan a divided by this entire value and k belonging to here all the real numbers, understand. And next one, here the answer of this entire value is 2k by k minus 1 when k is in between 1 by 3 and 3, understand. 1 by 3 less than k less than 3. And next value here same answer, that is 2k by k minus 1 here also, but under what conditions? Actually exactly opposite, understand. In that problem actually k values are between 1 by 3 and 3 but not taking these, and in this value it is nothing but all our k values are less than 1 by 3 or they are more than 3, understand. So here this is a C option. Now value is same, understand students, value is same, but what about here k values? They are entirely different, understand. So in this way, that means here these two options are completely different. And next fourth option is given exactly the reciprocal, again they gave condition is this one, understand students. So that means altogether your answer is rotating about a value 2k by k minus 1 with some different values of k. In the same way they asked you about cos 3a divided by cos a, understand students. Now this problem after doing another concept, that is wavy curve approach, we can do it direct method, but the same problem however the largest one it is, you can do it in a very simple way. Just observe the short method which I am going to use now, okay. Now what is the short method to solve this problem? Students, here this is a k value, that means it is a real number, right. Now a value I am substituting as here 45 degrees, okay. A equal to 45 degrees, and all of you know very well tan 45 degrees is nothing but 1. And then what is the 3a value? 3a equal to 3 into 45, that is 135 degrees. And what is here tan 3a value? Tan 3a is nothing but tan 135 degrees, which is belonging to here second quadrant, and hence what is our answer students? It is minus tan 45 degrees, and thereby it is nothing but minus 1. So now students, you got the value of k, that is tan 3a divided by tan a equal to how much you got? It is nothing but numerator minus 1, denominator 1, and given it is nothing but k. So finally what is your k value? It is minus 1 by taking a how much students? 45 degrees. Now here you substituted a as 45 degrees, thereby k value you got as minus 1. Now if you come across to the questions, you don't take any other value, a is 90 degrees or a value 60 degrees etc. don't take. Under the condition a is 45, you got k value minus 1. So in first problem also you have to start by taking k value how much students? A value how much? 45 degrees. Now students, observe what is your k value? Minus 1. Now minus 1, k belonging to R, is it right students? No, na? Because in real number set minus 1 is one of the values. Therefore this option is here wrong. And what about here? K is in between only 1 by 3 and 3, understand. But what is the value k you got? Minus 1, implies this is also here wrong, right. And now what are the leftover here? K less than 1 by 3. That means if this is the real line, that is just your x axis you have to imagine, and this is 3, k values less than 1 by 3. This is 0.333 etc. and this one is above this number. So minus 1 will come into what region? It comes under k less than 1 by 3. Therefore students, your answer is in between these two options, okay. Now what is our sin 3a divided by sin a? Now you have to check which these of two values are going to satisfy. Now however you got the value a as 45, let us substitute here also sin 3a. What is sin 3a actually? 3a means 135. So sin 135, 135 we write like this. Then it is second quadrant, sin value positive. Therefore students, sin 3a equal to nothing but sin 135, and this is equal to how much? Sin 180 minus what? 45 degrees, and thereby this value is here sin 45 degrees. Okay. Now actually this is sin 3a divided by how much? Sin a. Now this value you got sin 45 degrees numerator, denominator also how much? Sin 45 degrees, which is 1. Okay. Now what is the value you got students for sin 3a by sin a? The answer you got here, it is 1. When k equal to how much students? When k equal to here minus 1, as well as what is a value you substituted? 45 degrees. Now in these two options students, let us substitute k as minus 1. Then if you substitute k as minus 1, you should get how much here? 1. Now if I put here, this is minus 2. Minus 2 divided by minus 2, that is how much students? It is 1. Okay. Whereas if you substitute here, what is the value you got here? This is, sorry, here I am going to change the option. This is 1 by 3 and less than k less than 3. Okay. Now here if I substitute the value, it is again minus 2 by minus 2, that is 1. Therefore, but this is not in between, hence you can't take this value. So finally students, what is the answer you got here? 2k divided by k minus 1. So in this way you can solve this kind of problems, but what you have to check is these kind of values you have to take care of k less than 1 by 3 or k greater than 3 also. Now suppose students, here also if you take here, what is the value? Minus 1 minus 2 divided by minus 2, and that is again how much students? 1. The same value when a is 45 degrees. Earlier what we have taken actually k less than 1 by 3 or k greater than 3 also. Okay. Now k minus 1 divided by 2k we cannot consider, because you got this value as well as this value. Whenever you got this type of ambiguity in options, then only you have to go for right method, that is the direct method. Understand? Whereas now here, suppose if I give this option as here 1 by 3 less than k less than suppose 3, then directly you can go for here that means the short method. Understand students? So whenever you are using short method students, you should take care the two answers must be not the same, then it will be ambiguity, and therefore you have to go for direct method. So whenever it is given this way, now finally this is our answer. And next one students, what about here? Cos 3a divided by cos a. Okay, cos 3a divided by cos a. So students observe here k value for this condition, a is 45, you got how much actually? Minus 1. Okay, k value minus 1 you got, and now here what are your choices? Clearly option B and option C. Okay. Option B and option C are because k less than 1 by 3 or k greater than 3, and option C also same. These two are not valid because of the reason k value you got how much here? Minus 1. As k is minus 1, so option A and D we are deleting, and now your options left over are only B and C. Understand? Now B and C once you got here, let us check. K is minus 1, then 2 divided by, it is how much? 1 plus 1, that is k minus 1, so 1 is the value, and here it is k minus 1. Understand? So it is 2 divided by minus 2, that means you got minus 1. Now what is cos 135? It is minus 1 because second quadrant. So students, cos 3a divided by cos a, and this is equal to cos 135 degrees and divided by how much here? Cos 45 degrees. whereas this is minus cos 45 degrees using in this way and divided by cos 45 degrees, therefore the value is minus 1, implies k is minus 1 and this value also minus 1. So students, which option is satisfying? I will take 2 by minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 1. So finally option B is here the perfect answer. So in this way students, whenever you got these kind of big problems also, it's very easy to you to solve by using substitution. Sometimes, not always, don't think it is always possible, understand, only for few problems just by glance. It is not, it won't take that much time whether a problem is suitable for substitution or a direct method. If you observe, okay, if I take in this way, then options are like this, therefore I can substitute, hence I can get. In that way you can think it will take very less time. If not, then immediately you have to skip for the direct method. Whatever I said here, both the conditions, if at all given same, then you have to go for the direct method. Understand students? Now students, observe this problem. Under root of 2 plus, again under root of 2 plus under root of 2 plus 2 cos theta. Options are given like this. Observe students, options are here only two values. What are those two values? 2 cos theta by 8, right? And this is 2 sin theta by 8. And here also same value, here also same value. That means only two values you are observing, but they have changed here conditions. What are conditions here? Here observe theta is between 0 and pi, whereas here theta is between 3 pi and 4 pi. Understand? That means this is a question of more than one answer. Understand? Now observe students, it is a square root problem. Long back while discussing about trigonometric ratios and identities, we have done a square root model. What is a square root? X square actually. Root of x square equal to mod x. Mod x means plus or minus x. Moreover, the outcome has to be always positive. Square root outcome must be always positive. And suppose if you observe under root of cos square, it is 122 degrees students. Now what is 122 actually? Obtuse angle. Whereas in second quadrant, if I write as it is directly, it is cos 122. What is the answer? This is a negative value because in second quadrant cosine values are negative. So this is negative. But condition from algebra real numbers is square root of any real number is always positive or 0. So now you have to get here positive answer. To obtain positive, what we are doing here, extra you have to put minus so as to make the entire value as positive. So this is negative, so minus into minus, finally what is the answer? It is a positive answer. So this observation we have done already in the concept of trigonometric ratios and identities. In the same way, if I write root of sine square, same angle 122 degrees, right? And if I write this answer, what is the value? Sine 122 degrees. What is this answer? It is a positive value. Understand students? So no need of putting here extra minus symbol because already in second quadrant sine values are positive. Understand students? So basing on this concept now we are going to do this problem. Okay. Now what is the data in the problem? The data given as in the problem, under root of 2 plus etc. you have 2 plus 2 cos theta. Now students, you observe if I take here 2 common, understand, and what are other two formulae you are going to make use is here 1 plus cos A is nothing but 2 cos square A by 2, and the other formula is 1 minus cos A is 2 sin square A by 2. Understand students? So these we have discussed in the concept of multiple and submultiple angle. Okay. Now basing on this you are going to solve. So these are the main two concepts to solve this problem. One is this formula and the other one is this concept. Now let us try to eliminate here one by one square root values. Okay. Under root of 2 plus, again under root of 2 plus. Now again under root of, let us take 2 common, thereby it will become now 1 plus how much? Cos theta. Okay. Now What is 1 plus cos theta formula? It is 2 cos square theta by 2, and therefore if you substitute under root of 2 plus, again root of 2 plus, now again root of 2 into it is 2 cos square theta by 2. Got it, students? So we have used this formula, substituted here. Now this will become here 4 cos square theta by 2. Okay. Now square root of 4 cos square theta by 2, what is the value? 4 means you can write directly 2 outside, but what about here root of cos square theta by 2? This is our question. Now you should not write directly as it is cos theta by 2 unless you know about theta by 2 value. So what is here theta by 2? Let us have a glance. Suppose if you take 0 less than theta less than pi, understand? So 0 less than theta less than pi if I take, what is the value, students? This is here theta by 2, understand? So let us divide here by 2. So 0 less than theta by 2 less than pi by 2. Okay, got it till here? And now cos theta by 2 is here an acute angle which is in between 0 and pi by 2, that is nothing but acute angle. So acute angle means what about our cos answers? They will be obviously positive. Hence here directly you can write the value as cos theta by 2 to this condition. So first we have taken at this stage the value is 0 less than theta less than pi, hence we are continuing. Let us take this step, students, because the problem is same actually, but from here onwards it may change. So observe here, up to here it is the same. Now we have started here taking theta values. Therefore under root of 2 plus, it is again under root of 2 plus, you can write directly 2 cos theta by 2. Got it, students, up to here? So root 4 cos square theta by 2, I wrote here directly with the plus symbol 2 cos theta by 2. Now what is the value here you got finally? Under root of, again let us take root value 2 common here, thereby it will become now 1 plus cos theta by 2. Okay, students? So now we are going writing like this, from these two let us take here 2 common and thereby 1 plus cos theta by 2. Okay. Now what is happening here? 1 plus cos theta by 2. Okay. So in place of A, now you are having how much? Theta by 2. Okay. So now I am going to make use of same formula, then it will become 2 plus under root of 2 into, it is 2 cos square, students, theta by 2 by 2. Okay. So A by 2, if it is A, now here half angle. So theta by 2 half angle means theta by 2 means it will become 4. Okay. Now again you got root of cos square theta by 4, this 4 is there, students, I told you already, don't cancel this 4 and this 4. Okay. Now these values, once these are after cos, you can't take them this side, it is a function. Okay. Now this is 4, root of 4 means you know obviously 2. Then what about here? Theta by 4. From the same condition we have started 0 less than theta less than pi. Okay. Now if you divide by 4, what about the value here? It is from 0 to pi by 4, which is again acute angle, hence you can take without any hesitation as it is plus symbol. So now you got, students, how much? 2 cos theta by 4. Okay. 4 cos square theta by 4, elimination of square root, plus symbol only, cos theta by 4. Now again same procedure, if you take, students, here 2 common, 1 plus how much you got? Cos theta by 4. Okay. Now what is 1 plus cos theta by 4? Again same formula, in place of A, how much you are having? Theta by 4. So A by 2 you are going to get, that is theta by 4 by 2, that is nothing but theta by 8. So now the formula you are going to write as under root of here 2 into, it is 2 cos square theta divided by how much, students? 8. Okay. So finally all our square root values got eliminated. Observe here, we wrote for this value as this formula again, that is 2 cos square theta by 4 by 2, then it became here theta by 8. So finally students, how much you got here? This is nothing but 2 times cos theta divided by 8. Okay. Now this 8 has here one strategy students. What is that strategy? How many square roots you are having in the problem? Altogether 3 square roots, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 square roots, therefore you got here theta divided by 2 cube. Okay. So now here this answer you got under what condition actually? 0 less than theta less than pi. So students, these two options are here under the same condition 0 to pi, and in these values from these two actually the right one is here A. Okay. So we have started the problem by taking condition as 0 less than theta less than pi, thereby you obtain here answer as A. Now let us take here the other condition to the same problem, that is when theta is in between 3 pi and 4 pi. So students, let us have a glance on equation 1, or else if I write the value directly, it is under root of how much students? It is 2. I am taking the problem here 2 and plus again under root of 2 plus students, we have taken 2 common here and 2 into what is the value here? 1 plus cos theta. Okay. So we are taking here this value. Okay students, 2 plus again 2 plus, and we took here 2 common in the last square root, and thereby it became here 1 plus cos theta. Okay. And at this stage here you have to take it as under root of 2 plus root of 2 plus here it is root of 2 into what is the formula from here? It is 2 cos square theta by 2. Okay students. So no doubt this one we have taken as equation 1. So up to here the previous problem, that is option A, B, or this one both are same. Now you have to change here the condition. Before you write directly root of 4 cos square theta by 2, we don't have any permission. Okay students, write it as 2 cos theta by 2. Okay. So what you should know about here? What about theta values? Basing on that only it will become plus symbol or minus symbol, because square root outcome always must be positive. So now students, what is the condition to write like this here? At present let us assume this is plus or minus. Okay. Now which symbol we have to take? Now that is our question. So what is our theta? 3 pi less than theta less than 4 pi. Okay. Now by 2 we require, so let us divide by 2. So 3 pi by 2 less than theta by 2 less than 4 pi by 2 means it is 2 pi. Students, observe which quadrant it is becoming here? 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi means it is belonging to here 4th quadrant, and in 4th quadrant theta by 2, that is cos value, is positive. Hence here without any hesitation let us take plus symbol. Okay. So what is our requirement here? Square root of 4 cos square theta by 2. So now you got theta by 2 belongs to here 4th quadrant, and hence we are writing in 4th quadrant cos theta by 2 value is positive. So directly you can write under root of 2 plus students, now this is 2 cos theta by 2. So which symbol I continued here? Plus, again we have continued here with the same plus symbol, because you know about 4 cos square theta by 2 square root is here 2 cos theta by 2, because theta by 2 is belonging to 4th quadrant, right? Now again let us take here 2 common, just like our previous problem. Let us take here 2 common. So observe students, what is happening if I take 2 common? This is 2 plus again under root of 2 into 1 plus cos theta by 2. Everything is same, just like our previous problem, that is whatever for option A and B we have done same way. Okay. Now after got this value 1 plus cos A, again what is 1 plus cos A? 2 cos square a by 2. That means now we are writing this is under root of 2 plus, it is again under root of 2 into, it is how much students now, 2 cos square theta by 2 by 2, okay. This is your angle A, understand. So 1 plus cos A, 2 cos square A by 2, theta by 2 by 2. So theta divided by 4, okay. Got it students now? Now again you got here root of cos square theta by 4, okay. So 4 anyhow no error, we can take it outside, but here what about here cos square theta by 4. Students, here again you should be so cautious. So at present we are here left with theta by 2 is in fourth quadrant, right. Now the requirement is theta by 4, because what is our requirement, under root of cos square theta by 4, this 4 anyhow it will become 2 outside, this is nothing but plus or minus what students, theta by 4. Now basing on that theta by 4 you can decide whether it is plus or minus. Now 3 theta is less than 4 pi, our requirement is theta by 4. So let us divide here by 4. Then it is 3 pi by 4 less than theta by 4 less than how much it is pi, okay. Now theta by 4 is belonging to which quadrant students, 135 to 180 degrees. 135 to 180 means it is belonging to here second quadrant, and in second quadrant what about here the cosine value? Cosine value in second quadrant is negative. So if I write just here as cos theta by 4, your square root outcome is negative, but what is square root outcome? It should be positive. So to make it positive, what you have to do, you should give extra here minus symbol, thereby negative value into negative value it will become positive value. That is the reason here students, while doing this kind of square root trigonometric functions, you must be so cautious about whether theta values anything is given or not, otherwise we have to put it as simply mod symbol for square root, okay. Now what I have to write in these two now, minus symbol, this is the most twisting point of the problem, okay. You should not be aware of this, you must be aware of these conditions. Now 2 minus 2 cos theta by 4, understand students. So what is the last twist of the problem? You got minus value, so I have substituted here square root value instead of plus into minus, you got the outcome, or else this is the value you got, this is plus here and now here minus, understand. Root of 4 cos square theta by 4, you got minus 2 cos theta by 4, continuing the same plus symbol here. This is under what condition? When 3 pi less than theta less than 4 pi, okay, under that condition. So you got how much now? It is under root of 2, if you take common, 1 minus cos theta by 4. Understand students, how much change you got, plus 2 minus this much of variation you can observe. That's why it is very important here, that is here observing conditions also, not only the problem. So 1 minus cos A, this is 1 minus cos A, what is the answer? 2 sin square A by 2. Therefore here under root of 2 into 2 sin square theta by 4 by 2, okay, that means theta by 8. And now this is the formula we have used here, and thereby finally what about theta by 8 value again, understand. So everywhere whenever you are removing square root, you must be very cautious about these angles. Now here if I write by 8, 3 pi by 8 less than theta by 8 less than 4 pi by 8 means it is pi by 2. That means pi by 8 is an acute angle. Acute angle sign no error, as it is it will become positive. So students, finally what is the answer? 2 sin theta divided by 2 cube or 8. For what value? 3 pi less than theta less than 4 pi. So this is the answer. That means to this problem, how many options are there here? two options, one is this and the other one is this one, but based on what conditions here about theta, whether it is 0 to pi or 3 pi to 4 pi, etc. Now students, by seeing these model problems for 0 to pi, however you take theta values, they keep on here reducing etc. That is why we can deduce here one formula also. That formula is valid only when 0 less than theta less than pi. Okay. So students, whatever problems today we have discussed, these are all very good standard problems. Practice once again and tomorrow we will come with some more problems.